Nah, there we go. That's about as far in here as we can get. Can you see anything? I won't know until I edit the footage. But from what I could see, everything looked to be in place. Alright guys, the F-150, I actually made a short that hasn't been released yet. The F-150 needs a new oil pump. I put a gauge on it and it's still not doing the best, but I'll show you what's happening here. I'm gonna have to turn that radio off. Okay. Smells like gas in here, but it's funny because I don't have any gas appliances. So I wonder what that could be all about. Natural gas is what I mean. Kind of weird. But anyways, I'll go ahead and fire it up and show you. The oil pressure looks decent, but what happens is after the engine heats up, it starts getting lower and lower, and before you know it, it's doing about 10 psi when you're idling, and it's doing like 20 on the highway, which is not enough. I'd like to see 30 on the highway minimum, and I'd like to see 20 at idle. This switch went messed up on me too, but that's okay. We'll get it to turn on. Don't worry. So see here, we jump it up to 50, which I thought meant, okay, it was just the gauge, but it wasn't, because after some time, the pressure starts going down, down, down. So what I need to do now is make a place to hide this, to put this truck while I'm working on it, that'll be out of the way. So I'm gonna move these tires and I'm gonna put it right here so I can work on it here and get that oil pan off. I'm hoping I can get the oil pan off of the truck without having to lift the engine up. It looks like there's maybe a chance anyways. That's probably close enough. There we go. We left some space for moving other vehicles around. For example, if I can get that Fiero going. I did get it to run. I got the timing right off camera, but we're gonna have to take that carburetor off and figure out what's going on with that float. I need to get something going because the hot Texas summer is coming and I don't want to be driving in 100-degree weather without any AC. So my Mazda head gasket, my Fiero needs a carburetor and some wiring done, and this thing may be a fuel pump. And I got the fuel pump ordered. Should probably be at AutoZone later today or tomorrow. So we're gonna have to get the oil pan off. If I can get the oil pan off without lifting the engine up, it'll be perfect. I ordered the high pressure oil pump, so that should be good. Let me get you down there. Hopefully there's enough light that you can see. There is a pretty good gap between the oil pan and the cross member for that, you know, wishbone suspension. So we'll see if there's enough room or not. So here you go. You can see there's actually a decent little gap. Now I know there's oil leaking everywhere, but that's coming off the valve covers and the front seal. But anyways, I'm gonna get under here, start taking oil pan bolts off, and see if we can't get this thing to come out of there. You can see this crossed double wishbone stuff. Looks like it's in the way. Let's get around the back side and you'll see. Looks a little more accessible from the back. See, we got the headers, and then we got the oil pan, and it's a rear sump, which works for us. If it was on the front, there'd be no way. But you can see there's a pretty decent gap right here. So maybe, just maybe, we can wiggle that oil pan out enough to change that oil pump. But either way, gonna find out. Gonna get this thing jacked up and start getting after it. I'll bring you back once I know something. Okay, I got the oil pan, all the bolts off. So I'm gonna get the camera situated, and then I'm gonna see if it'll pull out of there, and I'm gonna record it, because I don't know if it's gonna come out of there or not. So I'm hoping that I don't have to do any other things like remove these headers. But hey, we'll see. I don't want to have to lift the engine up or any of that if I don't have to. It's funny because I'm sure some of you already know if this is going to work or not, but I don't know. I'm just checking one more time to see if all the bolts are loose. I got a fresh pair of gloves on. It's oily under here. It was definitely leaking from everywhere. So we can fix the leaks from the pan. Yeah, she don't want to just give up though. Might have to get a flat tip screwdriver. Be right back. All right, got me a couple of different screwdrivers and a little hammer to tap on it in case I need to. With all this oil, you would think it would be loose, but it doesn't appear to be. Okay, I can hear it letting loose now. Here we go. Come on. I'm just hanging up on the transmission line over here. Well, in any event, it doesn't appear like you can get this baby off of here without lifting the motor up. So that'll be the next thing to do. And I don't have my engine puller. I let my cousin borrow it, so I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna shine a light in there and see what I can see. That's about all I can do. That pan's nowhere near gonna clear. I don't think I could twist it out of the way even if this stuff was out of here. So just gonna have to jack the engine up and pull it off that way. It'd probably be the only way. Alright, I'm gonna get my flashlight and I'll try to bring you in to show you a shot of the bottom end of the engine anyways, and also so I can get a look in there, see if I can see anything out of whack. Right off the bat, you know, can't see much. So yeah, it looks like the engine needs to come up quite a few inches to be able to get that oil pan off. So I'm gonna have to release the motor mounts and then get my engine puller back this weekend. There's the two motor mounts. Hopefully that's all I have to do. They're quite accessible. I'll have to get I think once those are loosened, I can loosen up the transmission mount, and then I should be able to pull the engine up without crunching anything, hopefully. And maybe it'll come up enough that that's all I have to do. I'll release the exhaust as well. I need new mufflers anyways, they're burned out. And I'm gonna put them in the back this time instead of in the front, so they'll be even quieter. So I need to make me a little section here to delete the muffler. So, anyways, it's the way the cookie crumbles, people. Just the way she goes. I wonder if I unbolted the transmission, if I could push that pan straight back. It probably still wouldn't clear, so I think bringing the engine up is the best idea. Okay. I'm gonna take these gloves off. I'm gonna come back with the flashlight and some regular gloves. These things are great for saving you from getting all these oil stains on your hands, even though I still got them, but it's not as bad. I'll be back. Okay. I think my oil pump is gonna be here today or tomorrow, but I gotta get my engine puller, and my cousin's got it, so it'll be this weekend before I can get my engine puller. So that this is just a good stopping point then for right now. Can't do much more anyways. Just gonna take a little peek, and then I'm gonna try to get the camera up in there. And then I'm gonna go do a workout. Call it a day. Nah, there we go. That's about as far in here as we can get. Can you see anything? I won't know until I edit the footage, but from what I could see, everything looked to be in place. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Unfortunately, I can't go any further with the F-150 until I get my engine puller back. So I'm probably going to clean up my mess in the garage, which, you know, it's been worse. Just clean up this little mess, listen to my music, and then I'm going to do a workout and call it a day. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm going to push a short out on this one when I thought that it was going to be good, because I was seeing 50 psi at idle. But once the engine warmed up, we lose all pressure almost. So it definitely needed to be looked at. So that's why I parked it there out of the way, so I'll be able to get this Fiero out when I fix it. So we'll see which one gets fixed first. Thanks for watching. Bye.